Okay, we are live. All right. Is there anything else that I need to show? That I have. And where's the? I gave you one with the trellis cut out here for this. I gave that to you the other day, last week, when you were putting them out. Can you look for it? It's got the garden tools on it. Is that okay? Huh? Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. All right. Okay, hi Diane, hi Shirley. Oh, you're getting teriyaki in Silverdale? That's funny. Did Janice tell you we ran into her the other day? It was a bit of a surprise. Okay. All right. So I'm just making a little bit of room here. Okay. So, we have some other new things that I want to show you guys today that we haven't talked much about. This is one of the things that I'm pretty excited about. Honestly, I didn't even know that this was coming from Spellbinders, but it was in one of my recent like kits or packets or something in. It wasn't in the original one. They had sent a die with that was missing from our retailer kit for a trade show, and this was in there as well, and I was like, ooh, that is really cool. So what this is this is a repositionable tape for crafting, okay, but it is a centering tape. So you can use it. It's 1 inch wide, which is actually a pretty nice width, but you can use it. It's got a nice stick to it, okay? So it's repositionable. I have not yet used it with like for holding dies down, so I'm not 100% sure if that would be the way that I would use it because of the extra pressure, you know? But here's what is so cool. So what you do is as you're creating your card, you can put this right over, like, say, the top of your card. Let me see if I have something, literally no cards anywhere near me. Okay. Where's that? Okay, well, all right, let's say I had just created this. We'll talk about this in a second. And I want to, let's say I want to put a band right across the center here. So what I would do is, there is a 0 line on here. I'm just trying to make sure it focuses. See that? So you can actually use it as a ruler, or you can tear it or cut it every 6 inches. Actually, you guys, this is even cooler. It changes color every 6 inches. That's clever. I'm just going to tear it though, because, you know. Okay. So then what I would do is you could either just put it on your table if you wanted to. Okay. Now, in order to do a centering, what you do is you find the 0 and then you measure out in both directions. So this guy is probably 5.5 inches would be my guess. Maybe a little bit, yeah, maybe 5.25. So what I'm going to do is just move it back and forth until it is right around center. Okay, so is this showing up on the video? Yeah, so you guys can see. So what I'm looking for is, I'm like, okay, so it goes out to 2 on both, goes out to the 2.5, and then it's just a little bit bigger than that. So then I'm just going to center it, move it back and forth until I have equal measurements on either side of that 2.5 line. And now that tells me that this right here is my perfect center where this 0 is. And so then if I wanted to put a band across or something for, you know, designing and card making, I can do that. It's really easy. But the other thing that's cool is that if I wanted, because it's repositionable, let's say that I wanted to have something just in the middle, but also in the center, right? So then, because of the repositionable, I just put this kind of back and forth until it gets to right about where I want it. Now, I can put that, I don't have anything here that's gonna go on top of that, but so now I could actually put a sentiment or whatever right here in the center, and it doesn't, I don't have to kind of guess from the outside, but because this is repositionable, this will just come right off. Okay, and there we go. So that is actually this one. Okay, so that being said, you guys, I would say not for die cutting. Okay, it just took a little bit. This was a paper that I've already done a lot of stuff to, but so I would say not die cutting, or it will rip your paper. But I'm pretty excited about this because I am always looking for my centering ruler. Okay, so that one being said is 1 inch by 22 yards. Okay, so you get a lot of them in here. Approximately 66 12-inch ruler sections. That's a ton. And it's only $6.99. So that way when it does get junky, you just throw it away and get another one. So really, really fun, and I think a super, super useful tool. Okay. Well, hi, Janice. Hi, Veronica. Okie dokie. Now, what to talk about next? Okay. So I wanted to talk a little bit about these guys. Now, a number of you guys, if you've been in the store, you have seen that we had these. But I just keep forgetting to show them on the video. So I wanted to make sure that you guys got a chance to take a look at these, because these are really, really stunning. So, back around the, I don't know, mid-December time, we talked about those really beautiful, like gem mixes or sequin mixes or something from, Picket Fence. So now these are the pearl mixes. Okay, these guys are $4.99, and they are really cool because they're half pearls. So you would just use the glue the same as you would with your gems and your gem pickers and stuff. But they have an ombre on each one. So this one, this color here is called Tangerine and Sunlight Yellow. And so this one would be really gorgeous for, like, you could use them for flower centers or something, but for like tropical or summer kind of stuff, because you've got that yellow and that orange kind of ombre in there. And then this one is bright pink and coral. Okay. Isn't that, I just think it's so pretty. And it's like, it's interesting because like on this one, you've got the pink with the coral, and they're different. So you see the two colors, but they're in sort of a family. So it's kind of like, oh wait, am I looking at that the right way? Almost like a like an iridescent kind of a thing. Okay, and then this one is aquamarine and pale pink. I think that would be gorgeous for like seascape type projects. And oh, this one. Oh my gosh, this one is going to go so well with that new iridescent ink that we just got in. I think it's called Mermaid Tails, maybe. Wow, that's pretty. Okay, bright blue and soft violet. And then aqua blue and rose gold. I'm just trying to make sure these are focusing for you guys. This one, I cannot even read that. Taupe. I don't think it's taupe. I don't know what color that is. Taupe and pink, we'll call it. Because I can't read the words on that one. So, but that one is really pretty. I love this one. Doesn't that look just, the colors are just so rich. This one is navy blue and charcoal gray. Really dramatic, especially for like night, kind of night scenes. And then this one is probably green, light green and pale pink. And then this one is pale blue and soft copper. This to me looks like it would go really well with like tarnished metal type colorings. And this one probably would too. Grass green and soft copper. So a number of these have, see, they have like the same sort of that same copper color, but then they have slightly different, the blues and the teals and stuff. So it's been fun to watch people pick these out. And one of the comments that, you know, I saw from people was, gosh, I feel like I would need to know what colors my project was going to be. So that being said, we wanted to do I don't know how many of these I could do as full bundles, but there are, looks like 10 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 total. I know, right? Brooklyn's laughing at me because I'm trying to do it. So, do you have your glasses on? Can you see me? Can you see me? Well, then walk over here. I'm trying to figure out the bundle for these guys. The pearls. Okay, we're gonna do the bundle for 42. He's not coming over to help me figure it out. So, you'll save $8 if you want to buy all of the colors. Okay. All right, I don't know what percentage that is. I just did it on the fly. I was trying to signal him, but if he doesn't wear his glasses, he can't see very far away. Okay, so that is the gems, but I think I might only have maybe 3 or 4 bundles. All right, so I wanted to also show you guys, we talked about Uniquely Creative, their Serenity line yesterday. And so Ephraim and I were working on the kits for Saturday's class. But I did want to tell you guys that these accordion albums are back in stock. And they're such a great price. They are $8.50. So like a screaming deal. They have this, I don't know if it's real leather or it smells like it's leather, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But you get this great tie on it. Yeah, I don't see that it's written. So it's probably like faux leather. But this is the accordion album. And they've got these hard covers, okay? And then it just opens like this. You guys, these are, especially if you need to make a quick gift album or you want to do like a keepsake album for like, you know, a fun girls weekend or, you know, whatever, right? These are fantastic because you don't have to do a ton of stuff with these. The album is already there. And then if you want to add flips and folds, you can, because this can get as wide as it needs to get because it's an accordion and it doesn't have a spine. So, and then with this, you can just tie it together. So it would tie then on this side. I'm guessing that's how that works. Or there's a loop. You know what, let's maybe like so. I don't know. I don't know how this is supposed to tie together. I might have to get some instructions on that. Or you just wing it. But at any rate, really good value for that accordion album, and this cover is really sturdy. So very, very cool on that one. All right. Oh, and then the other thing I wanted to show you guys, I forgot to show you this yesterday too. This is a really cool new product from Spellbinders. This is a plastic gift card pocket, okay, that is adhesive. So if you want to do like, you know, a card and you just want to stick a gift card in really quick, something like that, this is so cool because you just stick it on your project. The gift card will slip right in. They'll be able to see it. So, you know, it won't get covered with anything. They won't miss it. And you get 12 of them for $5.99. So really easy to use, especially if you are crafting in a pinch. Okay, another thing that I did not show you guys yesterday, because I did not realize these were here, is this. We only have a couple of sets of these because we've already gone through a few of them, but you guys, I am really excited about this set. So I've already ordered more. This is called the 4 Seasons set from PinkFresh, and it includes this die here that has, you know, the 4 circles, okay? And it's kind of an odd little die when you think about it because it'll cut those 4 circles, but it goes perfectly exact with the stencils. And the stencils create this design where it is got those 4, okay? So all at once, you create 4 really cool card toppers. Let me see how many. So you've got 5 pieces in here. Okay. And with all of the PinkFresh ones, they are, I don't know if you can see. Hang on. I don't know if you can see that, but it says stencil 1, stencil 2, stencil 3, stencil 4. So as you go through and you stencil this out, you're going to create these 4 really cool scenes. You will use like different colors as you go along, right? So if this is the winter one and this is the fall one, you're obviously not going to necessarily use blue or blues over in the fall one. So you do kind of have to think about that. You'll use maybe more inks than you normally would with a layering set. But here's the cool part. So then once you have this all designed and you go to cut it out with the die, this die adds die cut dimension into the design. It's so cool. So like this one right here, that one is the one for the autumn. So these lines are going to give you that extra dimension on the trees and the hills. This one here is going to give you that stitched design on the rainbow, on the tulips, and on the little, I don't know, bushes or something like that. And so it's a really clever design. They have another one that I'm waiting for it to come in. We did it in a virtual trade show, and so they were sold out. Then I forgot about them and blah, blah, blah. Brooklyn found my samples for it. So that one is on order as well. And so I can show you more detail, but I really, really am loving this thing from PinkFresh where we have the stencils and then we have these dies that add even more texture into the stencils. Okay, so there's that one. Hang on just one second. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay. All right, so, and what's really actually kind of impressive is these big stencils, this 4 Seasons stencils, is only $18.99, and you get 5 stencils. So it, and you know, you also can just do this one if you want to. So, and then the die is $24.99. The embroidery hoop has been out of stock, but that one we're on the list for when it comes back in. So we should have that one as well, because the samples that are made with this are so freaking cute. And I just love that we have all the seasons in there. Okay, then I want to show you guys okay, so we got in some dies from Hero Arts from their new release. And this one, this is the Picket Fence die. This is actually a restock, $17.99 on this one. This one is the one that, you remember the peking bunny that we had a little while ago, or the various peking animals? This is the one we saw a lot with that because it's sized nice and big. But a big fence like this one, these are not something we see very often, okay? So it's a really, really cool one if you need to put something like behind it to give it a little bit of dimension. So I wanted to let you know that one was back in stock. But these guys here, these are so cool. These are all from the same release. And so let's kind of talk about this. This is an adorable set of bunnies, right? Look at the carrot. Look at those little bunnies with the whisker details and stuff. $11.99. Rabbit pear. And then we have the Morning Glory. This one is $14.99. We have the Flowery Vines at $17.99. We're going to look at some samples in the catalog so you guys kind of see how these go together, because they're really pretty fantastic. And then we have the Trellis Window Die. And then this one is the small floral layering dies. So this one I think was from a little bit different. So let me find these things in the catalog here. You can see right here with this one, that's those bunnies. That's the trellis. This guy. Can you bring me that card? This one here, okay, right here. And then it is this vine, which is the Flowery Vines, which is designed, you could use it as a card backdrop, but it is also designed to kind of follow the trellis like it was growing, okay? All right, let me see. Thank you. Okay, and then also, so on, let me just, because I just want to kind of show you guys. So see how this one, the brown, is, you've got a standalone trellis right there. The other thing that's cool about this one is if you don't use that outside piece, then you get a really interesting window, okay? And that's one of the things that we did in the class is this, and then we colored those guys in. So this one has some options for sure. All right, let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of show you guys some of the samples that we've seen in here. So this is just another version of that trellis and flowery vines. And then this is that one we were looking at up front with the bunnies. And then this one, you guys, look at how gorgeous that is. That Morning Glory, ugh. And the Morning Glory with that big fence. Isn't that just stunning? And then here it is, just a single one, just kind of peeking out. And there, you guys might remember that little bunny. Okay, so those are the samples. I do have the catalog here too, if you guys want to take a peek at it when you come in. But those were the samples that really got us kind of excited, because it's, we're gonna get into flower season here pretty soon, and with these kind of dies, there's just so much cool stuff you can do. And it's easy enough to, let me pull out this one here. Okay, so when I look at this die, this is the Morning Glory, the $14.99. If you cut this all in white, you can use your inks and you can color it however you want. If you cut this in, say, a green, then you can use your inks and just do a little bit of additional inking. So you see kind of how they just added just a little bit, and that gives you some shading and some tone. Really easy if you start out with that kind of green. And then what you do is you just use your scissors, you cut it out of another color or a white and ink the flowers, and you just put it right into place. I usually just glue it right on top of the whatever I used for the base, and that way you get this whole design in multiple colors. It is so easy then to have these dramatic color changes without having to like mask or do your edges or stuff like that. So a lot of times just start with the color you want and add a little bit of ink for emphasis. But you guys, these are gorgeous, gorgeous dies. Okay. So those are them. And then this one is one we are going to, there's a really, is the card for this one up there too? No? Okay. So in one of our projects, we made a card similar to this one with the stencil. I don't think I snagged the stencil to show you, but we have that stencil in stock as well. And then we use these to embellish it. So what's cool is this set of dies here goes really well with that stencil. So you actually have the dies and the inking in a similar design that'll go really well together. Alrighty. Okay, I'll check on the notched die for you. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Lori. Yeah, I'll check on that notched die for you. Let's see.
You're just in time.
Picky. Okay, so there's that one. And then, are you guys ready for this? Oh, wait. Do you guys want to see embossing folders? A really amazing set of embossing folders? Or do you want to see the new 49 at Market? Which to do, which to do. Let's do the 49 at Market. Okay. So, this is the brand new line of 49 at Market called Starlight Dreams. And this one is so dramatic. We have the collection pack and we have the solids collection pack. So, you know, it's got a little bit of a design here and there, but you guys look at this paper. I mean, seriously? What? That is amazing. Okay, so we did get a good portion of these in open stock. And I have not looked at this yet, so I did get this one. You guys, that looks so 3D, it's almost ridiculous. That's like crazy. And what is this one? This is solids sheet 4. So that's probably why I got that one. But I love because each of the UPC codes on these guys has this different border. So you can even use that for decorating. All right. So we have the 3x4 cut aparts. This one is called Tranquil. And you've got a stunning watercolor chevron design on the backside. Oh, it's so pretty. And then we have this one is called Surreal. Look at those little tiny stars. I mean, the detail in these guys is just amazing. And then this is going to be kind of a little bit of a background one because you have some tone on tone with that design there. And then for our scrapbookers, this is going to make a most amazing page. So this one is called Enchanting. But look. Oh, this one. This is going to be amazing. I'm so in love with some of these designs because they are just so dramatic from what we've seen from Graphic 45. It's just, 49 at Market, just different and beautiful and stunning. And then this one here, this is called Whimsical. Now, if you like to do double page layouts, these are designed not to be an exact match, but they will go really nicely together, okay? So, and then this one, and it says, always remember you're better than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And so some of them have sentiments on the bottom, and then some of them have just designs. So there's more of that kind of tone on tone pattern. And look at that floral. Whoa. I mean, seriously? Jeez. Okay. That one was Mystical. And then this one is called Serene. It's got these really pretty dream catchers, and it has this fabulous wood on the backside. And kind of this polka dot ones. Oh, I did get a couple of the solids. Okay, so this one is solids sheet 3. So you have a, you have a polka dot, and then it's got a light outline. I think you guys can probably see this, of that tan color that sort of coordinates. And then, oh, you know, that's funny. I got all the solids. So I don't know what I'm even talking about. I just got all of them. Hi, Nancy. And so this is kind of that golden yellow with, it actually has a little tan in the polka dots. And then this is solid sheets number 1 with a stunning navy. Has just a little bit of color variation, so it's not a full flat sheet, but really, really pretty. And then you've got a dark dot on that side. So those are all the open stocks. I think we probably got most of them, if not all of them, in stock. I think this paper, I know, and I did think this one. Those two might be the ones that are front and back. So this one I have, they just had them coming in a different box. Okay, and then for, can I have, oh, yeah, okay. And then for the embellishments for this one, we have the 6x8 collection pack. That one is $12.99. And you've got all of those different designs in there. And then we have the chipboard words. So this has those kind of thin chipboard ones. But look at that. Isn't that fun? I just love that. And these look really cool. They're almost like a, I feel like a Space Mountain kind of a feel, because it's got a lot of that outer space feel. They're just really, really pretty, you guys. And so those guys are $7.50. And then the die cut elements, it says 89 sorted in here, but check out those frames. So even if this isn't your jam, this packet with the frames, awesome, right? Because you have so many gilded frames in here. It's like crazy, crazy. So that one's $8.50. And then we have 2 sheets of rub-ons. And these ones are always fun. So you've got some numbers. These will be really fun to do, like birthday cards, something like that. You've got a background piece right here that you can use, and some little star designs. And then you have the, what is that, the horoscope, or the, isn't that what that's called? Capricorn? I'm a Capricorn, but I never remember what that thing is called. So anyway, so you've got that in the rub-ons. And then these epoxy coated stickers. I always love these. So again, you've got your horoscopes. What are those things called? That was Trey. It was that class. And so I think, I'll talk, I don't know where the sample is, but, so I was going to try, let's see. So what I'll do is, Trey, I will try and locate the card that you and I were talking about, because not everybody has seen it. And then maybe we can chit chat about that tomorrow on the video, okay? Because it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to for the class, but I have a different idea. Okay, so really adorable little stars. The butterflies are stunning. You've got, like, I guess that's a planet maybe, or a moon. So, and those guys are $6.50. Then we have, oh, we have 2 rub-ons. Okay, okay. We have the 6x8 rub-ons, and then we have the 6x12 rub-ons. Oh, wow. Oh, you guys, I've got to open this one. So this one is $9.99, but it looks like, I have to look. I just have to look. Okay, Look at this. You have these fabulous sentiments in here, which is just going to be awesome, right? But this is the one I wanted to see. Look at that. Look at these watercolor backgrounds, and you've got the moons, and I mean, the stars are gorgeous. Wow, wow, wow. And then you've got this one, and it looks like this is like a tan color. So my guess, let me just see, is that, yeah, these will go, I just need something kind of dark here. Hold on. You can't really totally tell until it gets transferred, but yeah, so these designs, they're going to be opaque, and they'll stand out on that darker color, if you can see that a little bit. Okay. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, now I have to get this back in the package, though, so bear with me for a second. Okay. Now, I will tell you guys, we do have a project that we will announce here relatively soon that uses this line. But also because of that, the pieces in this line are getting harder to get. I think some items are already discontinued. So if there's things that you want, I would not dilly-dally. And then we have the laser cut elements. And you guys, I actually have gone through, this is one of the things we're going to be using in the project. I've gone through and cut these all out, and holy schmoly, they are so pretty, and there is so many delicate lines in here. So as just a reminder with the laser cuts, like with a lot of die cut sheets and things like that, we can just pop them out. But with the laser cuts, you definitely want to use an X-Acto knife. I know we've talked about that before, but you definitely want to use an X-Acto knife. And those guys are $8.50. Okay. Constellation, astrological signs. Yeah. Okay. That was it. And I was thinking horoscopes, but okay. And then we have this beautiful bag. So this feels like it might be a little bit bigger than the others, but then again, I don't know. And so it also comes with a little set of epoxy dots. I still don't know why these always come in them, but they do, and they match the line. So, and they only come in the bag. But so the bags are $14.99. You've got that beautiful side, but look at how beautiful that is. So I love you to the moon and back is a sentiment that I hear from a lot of people they've used with their kids or their husbands or their whatever. And so it's kind of fun to have a little bag. You could give this as a gift or whatever. So that, my friends, is the new 49 in Market. And the paper's available in open stock and in collection packs at the moment. Okay, now this is the last thing that I have to show you guys. And this one is phenomenal. So when we did the class with Lisa Horton, that was how we had the two colors of the metallic inks, the Mojito and the Coastline, was because of this class. But I couldn't show you these yet because while those guys had been announced as coming, this had not yet been announced. But it is now announced and available. So we had like a relatively limited number of these, and we've already sold a few of them. So what this is so Lisa Horton does a phenomenal 3D embossing folder. She's been doing 3D embossing folders for a while, and her designs are just stunning. So this set is called A Year in Bloom, and there are 12 5x7 embossing folders in here, and it is a floral for each month. So some of these I've used, that's why the packaging is I apparently didn't put it right back in the package the way I took it out. This is one that I've used. How are these? Oh, I see. Okay. So the picture is on the front, and then so January is a crocus. And then they're not in order. Hang on. February, this one is called Violets. And so one of the things she did too is on some of these, you get a whole sheet of, you know, flowers, kind of like the crocus. But what she did is gave it a little bit of a design so that it wasn't just, you know, the flowers. So she made it the crocus, but also made it kind of a, you know, background folder. And then the February is Violets. So you've got your violets here. I don't know what those are, but they give really, really fun texture. And then for March, of course, those daffodils. And April, you guys. April is tulips. Love that. And then May. This one is May, so let me show you. This is the one that I have done quite a few different samples with, just because this was the first one that I took out of the package, so that's why I have a few more things done with it. But this is the one that I showed you probably yesterday. This is the peonies. Isn't that amazing? And so when we were talking about the limited edition interference set, I was showing you this set. That is this one, okay? It is a gorgeous, gorgeous folder. And like with just the interference inks just direct from pad right over the top of it. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, so that's May. June is foxgloves. And then July is daisies. And this is another one where you've got kind of a cool background pattern with the daisies. August is the dahlia. September is this stunning fuchsia. And October, this is another one I played with. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one is, we did a really, really fun technique with this one. So this one is the thistle. So October is the thistle, which I think is a really cool flower. And so they have kind of those little points, and they have sort of different leaves and things like that. So we actually used, this was the limited edition gold ink pad. And we used that with our embossing folder to create this. I mean, it's just so beautiful. It's like Art Deco-y kind of, and it highlights some of that design. Isn't that just amazing? Oh my gosh, I think that is stunning. Okay, so that is the thistle. November is the poppies, and December is the winter flowers. Okay, and I think the only other sample so far that I've done, so these ones were just kind of ones that we were playing with in the class with some of the techniques. This was a, I don't know where the other one is. The one that's actually the opposite of this one is really pretty. So this was actually, no wait, not January. What month was that? You guys remember? I don't remember. May. So that one is May. And this was just the leftover inks after we had done another technique with, it's like so cool. It is just really, really fun. And then the January, the crocuses, we have this sample here. Okay. So this is actually the depressed side, but you can see just how much texture you have in that embossing folder. It is so pretty. Okay, so we have a limited number of these in stock, and I think we can still get more at the moment if need be. But these guys, for the set of all 12, and that's the only way these are available. So these designs are not available individually. For the set of 12, it is $134.99, which actually breaks it down to, it is a little less per folder, okay, than her regular 5x7 3D folders. When I did the math, I think it was a little bit less. So buying it in the, you know, in the bulk is the only way to get it, but also is just a little bit less expensive. So that is the Year in Bloom. And I do have, this is my sample set here. So I have these in stock if you want to also just come take a closer look. They're available. Okay, so that's what I had to show you guys for today. I'm going to do a quick review of what we talked about just so that you have it, and then we will say goodnight. Okay, so we went through the new pearls. Well, these have been on the table, so if you've been in the store, you've seen them, but I just kept forgetting to show you guys. So there are 10 different pearls, okay? And they're $4.99 a piece. If you do the bundle, it is 42, okay? And that'll have all 10. But I only have a limited number of bundles. So just quickly, in case you just want one or two colors, this one is the bright pink and coral. We have the aquamarine and pale pink. This one is bright blue and soft violet. Aqua blue and rose gold. Navy blue and charcoal gray. Tangerine and sunlight yellow. I love this one. It's so cheerful. And then this is the one I can't read, so we called this pink and taupe. And then light green and pale pink. And pale blue and soft copper. And grass green and soft copper. Okay, so those are all of those colors. We have this really cool centering, it's called center line measuring tape from Spellbinders, and it's repositionable tape for card makers that is centering. Okay, so it is sticky though. So I do think if you're going to stick it on your project, maybe put it on like your pants or something first. You know how we do sometimes to take the stick off things. But it is 22 yards long. You get 60 approximately, right? 66 12-inch ruler sections. And so that is, my friends, a lot of tape for centering. And centering tape is really actually quite a fabulous thing to have in your repertoire. So I love that this is repositionable, and I am going to be using this because I'm pretty dang excited. So we have these $6.99 for the roll there. And then we also have these adhesive gift card pockets. So these are going to be clear gift card pockets that you can just stick on the inside of a card or, you know, the back of a mini album or however, you know, whatever project you're making. But it allows the user to, or the recipient, the user, to see the gift card, and it's really a quick and easy pocket. You also don't have to necessarily use it just for gift cards because it's sized for gift cards, but you can just use it as a pocket too if you want. So they're self-adhesive, $5.99 for 12 of those guys. Okay. This album, I wanted to just remind you about this one because this is such a great one if you need to make like quick little to-go albums. This is the accordion album, and it's got these great hard pages, hard covers with the leather. It's only $8.50. These are from Australia, those guys there. This great set from PinkFresh, which I'm just over the moon about. So this is the 4 seasons, and you've got the stencil and the die. These guys really probably are best to go together. So $24.99 on the die, $18.99 on the stencil, and then you'll get these really beautiful little scenes that when you use the die with them will have this cool texture in it. From Hero Arts, we have the small floral layering die for $19.99. A really good bunny for spring. I think this is a really, really fabulous bunny. You get it standing, you get it sitting, and it has this detail. $11.99 on the bunnies. We have the flowery vines. That one is kind of designed so that it could just be on its own, but it's also designed to go and climb the trellis here. And the trellis is $17.99. That's the one that you can use the outside piece to cut like a standalone trellis, or you could create a really interesting window in the front of your card. We have the Morning Glory at $14.99, and then this one we've had before but is back in stock. It's called Wood Fence, and that one is $17.99. Okay. Then we have the 49 in Market. So we went through all the open stock papers before, so I'm not going to necessarily do that again. But we have the collection pack. That one is $12.99. This one comes with 8 sheets. Plus always with these you get a bonus sheet on the back side of the cover so that it doesn't go to waste, as you do with this one. So this is the Solids Collection Pack. That one's the same price at $12.99. We have the 6x8 pack at $12.99. The 6x12 rub-ons are $9.99. The 6x8 rub-ons are $7.50. The laser cut elements are $8.50. The chipboard words, this one has 65 pieces and they're $7.50. The die cut elements, which is a really, really fabulous set, this one is $8.50 because I am loving all those gold frames. Oh, I think that is so cool. And the epoxy stickers are $6.50. And then lastly, the to-go bag. So $14.99 on that little baby. And that all is here, okay? And so, but again, with the Starlight collection from 49 in Market, if there's stuff you want, I wouldn't dilly-dally because I might be able to get more of some stuff, but I think, and I don't remember which ones, but I think some of it is already sold out. So, and it just showed up. That's what happened with the cottagecore line as well. So that's why we have only the recipe albums for that line. And then also from Lisa Horton, we have a Year in Bloom. This is a set of 12 stunning floral 3D embossing folders. And this one is $134.99. And you get all 12, and they're only available in the set. So that is everything that I had to show you guys. We will be back with some kind of a project tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll do something fun. So thanks for joining me. Have a great evening. Bye, you guys.